JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, police heightened vigilance against criminals in West Kingston. The police high command is warning criminals in the Kingston Western Division against carrying out any attacks on members of the security forces. The high command said it is aware of information being circulated that criminals in the area, particularly in Trenchtown, are planning attacks on the security forces. According to High Command, the threats stem from the recent arrest of a wanted man in the division. It is warning persons with any such intention to refrain from carrying out such attacks, as it says the security forces will take the necessary action and apply the necessary training to defend themselves and the law-abiding citizens. We will not relent in our quest to pursue wanted persons and other criminal suspects, said Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, commanding officer for the Kingston Western Division. Members of the public are also advised to refrain from interfering with the police whenever an arrest is being made. Guns and ammunition seized in Kingston. 2 guns and 36 assorted rounds of ammunition were seized during a joint police-military operation along William Street, Kingston 5 on Friday, July 15. Reports are that about 10:30 p.m., members of the security forces were on duty when a motor vehicle was stopped and searched. 1 Marco Draco rifle and a magazine containing 22 rounds and 1 Beretta pistol with a magazine containing 12 rounds were seized. An additional 2 9mm rounds were found in the pocket of one of the suspects. All 3 male occupants of the vehicle were taken into custody. Investigations are ongoing. Highgate market vendors don't expect much help after devastating fire. Devastated by the loss of their shops and goods in an early morning fire, some vendors from the Highgate market in St. Mary say they do not expect much help to come their way. The vendors base their expectation on what they say is a fact that only 4 of the 13 shops damaged in a fire towards the back of the building in 2020 were repaired. Saturday's fire damaged the stalls of more than 40 vendors. Among them is 27-year-old mother of 1, Lola Brown, who operated a restaurant and bar. "I stuck it out with about $30,000 worth of goods yesterday," she said. Fitzroy Campbell, who has sold herbal products at the market for more than 3 years, puts his losses even higher. "Devastated. I don't know what to say. Because over $400,000 worth of medicine was destroyed," he said dejectedly. Others struggled to find words to describe their feelings amid the burnt-out shell of what was once a thriving hub of commercial activity. "We got burnout today. The bar, the barber, the cook shop. Everybody in the market lost everything," said one woman, who did not wish to provide her name. A man who operated a chemical shop lamented, "Everything lost, everything gone." According to Assistant Superintendent of the St. Mary Fire Department, Andrew Wildman, they received a call for help at 4:41 a.m. and initially responded with 1 unit each from Anoto Bay and Port Maria. Upon arrival, we recognized that the intensity of the fire required additional units, so we summoned a unit from Buff Bay and 1 from St. Anne's Bay. We worked to contain the fire and managed to keep the fire in check at the market. Unfortunately, the market was extensively destroyed by fire, said Wildman. There is no fire station in Highgate, as Member of Parliament for St. Mary Central Maurice Guy noted from the scene of Saturday's blaze. He believes more could have been salvaged if fire trucks did not have to source water outside the community as they fought the blaze. He used the opportunity to advocate for a fire station to be established in Highgate. "I'm happy that no lives were lost, but a significant loss in terms of economic activity has occurred. A lot of vendors have lost their goods because this was their Friday going into Saturday when there's a bulk of traffic in the market," said Guy. While investigations continue to determine the cause of the fire, Wildman on Saturday offered words of advice to those who operate commercial enterprises. Smoke detectors are recommended to business places as a way of detecting fires and alerting persons in close proximity. Fire extinguishers are also recommended as well to quickly put out a small fire. And then, in the more advanced stage, we have sprinkler systems with fire suppression systems that can be useful until help arrives, he said. Man shot dead in Little London, Westmoreland identified. A mechanic was shot dead in Retreat, Little London, Westmoreland, by men on a motorcycle who posed as customers a day before he was due to host his fish fry event. The incident happened at 8:35 a.m. on Friday morning. The deceased has been identified as 25-year-old Adam Smith, otherwise called Corey. Reports said that Smith was at his friend's yard where he worked as a bike mechanic when two men posing as customers drove up to the front of the yard and requested his assistance to attend to defects on their motorcycle. As he walked towards the men, one of them brandished a gun, doing which Smith ran off as the gunman opened fire at him. The gunman gave chase and continued firing at Smith, hitting him multiple times to his back. He collapsed a short distance away, after which the gunman left the area on the motorcycle. The police were alerted, and upon their arrival, Smith was seen lying face down in a pool of blood with what appeared to be multiple gunshot wounds to his back. Smith's friend escaped unhurt. Smith's sister, Ronique Dennis Burrows, was brought to tears as she told of her reaction when news broke about her brother's death. Dennis Burrows said she was just about to start her shift at work when she got a phone call from her older brother who told her that Smith was brutally murdered. "Me take off my shoes and dash on my bag and run off and I try to wake him," she said, after dashing from a taxi to see her deceased brother before he was taken away to the morgue. "And me try to wake up my brother. My brother now wake up. Me just can't believe that somebody then just come and kill my brother. And my brother don't do nobody nothing," she questioned as she wept openly. She described the current crime situation as bad. "It's bad because innocent people are die and them can't go around and kill people pitney like this and leave people in a pain." She's worried deeply about her mom, who she said she's unable to comfort because she's overseas. As for his father, Cecil, he always told himself that if his son were to die before him, he would be unable to live. He later heard that his son shared the same sentiment and wanted to die before him. "It's really hot, man, to know that me lose him that way," he said. He said that he killed a goat on Thursday to cook for his son's fish fry. The father revealed that his son's girlfriend is about 3 months pregnant, and she brought the news to the family after hearing that her unborn child's father was killed. Training underway for conflict resolution in schools. In an effort to promote positive behavioral change and the management of conflict within schools, over 2,000 participants across 81 schools have been trained in conflict resolution. The schools include 78 high and 24 primary, and were grouped under Phase 1 of the Restorative Justice Workshops for students, teachers, and parents. According to a release, training was conducted from May 9 to July 1 and was led by the Ministry of Justice and the Safety and Security Branch of the Ministry of Education and Youth. During an award ceremony held Friday, July 15 at the Jamaica College Auditorium in St. Andrew, participants were recognized from across all education regions. There, Minister of Justice Delroy Truck said the workshop training was vital because Jamaica has been torn apart by wrongdoings of all kinds. Within the schools, we hope that restorative justice can be taught and practiced because we feel that in the schools, youngsters get into disputes, and these are natural parts of the growing up process. They need the skills to be able to resolve their differences and avoid the use of violence, he said. While we're doing this, we hope to engage all the churches across Jamaica to engage in the restorative justice practices, and we have been in touch with the Church of God and also the Seventh-day Adventist churches to ensure they utilize restorative justice, he further pointed out. Meanwhile, Minister of Education and Youth, Favour Williams, lauded the program as one which promotes positive relationships between peers and between students and teachers, as well as pro-social behaviors through the development of social and emotional skills. We cannot continue to use violence as a first resort, she emphasized. Director for the Safety and Security Branch in the Ministry of Education and Youth, Richard Troop, said Phase 2 of the program will begin in the last week of September with 104 schools. We'll begin training, and we'll do this every term because we're committed to impacting every single school, he said. He encouraged educators and school leaders to use the restorative justice centers as tools to treat student conflicts because, beyond school suspensions and exclusions, we want to heal our community. The Ministry of Justice has established 20 restorative justice centers across the 14 parishes on the island. The centers are available to assist parties to resolve conflicts and the aftermath in a positive and law-abiding manner. 128 new COVID-19 cases, 4 more deaths reported. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 128 new COVID-19 cases on Friday, July 15, bringing the infection total to 144,617. The new cases comprise 81 females and 47 males, with the ages ranging from 1 year to 91 years. The cases were recorded in St. James 9, Westmoreland 2, Kingston and St. Andrew 49, St. Anne 7, St. Mary 2, St. Catherine 34, Portland 6, Trelawney 1, Clarendon 12, Hanover 1, Manchester 1 and St. Thomas 4. St. Elizabeth was the only parish with no new cases reported. 4 more deaths were reported for the period. They are an 87-year-old female from St. Catherine who died in May 2021, a 64-year-old female from St. Catherine who died in June 2021, a 53-year-old female from St. Catherine who died in August 2021, and a 76-year-old male from St. Catherine who died in September 2021. There were 104 recoveries in the last 24 hours, bringing the total to 92,230. Currently, 100 people are hospitalized, 17 of whom are moderately ill, 5 severely ill, and 2 critically ill. Jamaica's positivity rate for the latest round of testing is 21.2%. And in sports news, all 3 Jamaican men threw to 110 meters hurdle semis. Tokyo Olympics 110 meters hurdles champion Ansa Parchment recorded the fastest qualifying time for the Jamaicans in the heats of the event in Eugene, Oregon. The world number 1 ranked Parchment comfortably secured the victory in Heat 4 in a time of 13.17 seconds. In addition, Rashid Broadbell, who competed in Heat 1 of the event, came through very late to secure the second place spot in a time of 13.36 seconds. The race was won by Trey Cunningham of America in 13.26 seconds. Meanwhile, Orlando Bennett, who faced the starter in Heat 3, had to settle for 5th in a time of 13.55 seconds. He advanced to the semifinals as one of the fastest losers. The semifinals of the men's 110 meters hurdles is scheduled for Sunday, July 17 at 7:05 p.m. Ricketts, Smith and Williams punched tickets to a historic triple jump final. For the first time in the history of the World Championships, Jamaica will have 3 representatives in the final of the women's triple jump at the Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon. Ricketts, who is ranked number 2 in the world this year, required only 1 jump to secure a spot in the final of the event. She recorded a best jump of 14.46 meters to easily leap ahead of the automatic qualifying standard of 14.40 meters. Her compatriot and national long jump champion, Akilah Smith, secured the non-automatic qualifying spot with a leap of 14.36 meters. She advanced with the 8th best jump overall. Meanwhile, Kimberly Williams, who contested the qualification round in Group B, recorded a jump of 14.27 meters to join her teammates in the final of the event. She advanced with the 12th overall jump. The final of the women's triple jump is scheduled for Monday, July 18 at 8:20 p.m. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.